all across the country, as I travel, everywhere I go, doesn't matter what region of the country, the issue that I hear most often about domestically is the issue of health care. I do think it's our responsibility to make sure that your government is looking out for the interests of you and not looking out for the interests of drug companies. Drug companies and insurance companies over the last 10 years spent $1 billion, $1 billion on lobbying in Washington. They were able to engineer a situation in which Medicare could not negotiate for the cheapest available price with drug companies. And that continues to be the case. Now, I just want you to give some attention to this chart that I put together because it gives you some sense of what this means. On one hand, you've got the Medicare price, the average Medicare price for some well-known and commonly used drugs in Iowa. And here is the average VA price. So it gives you a sense of how much more we're paying for prescription drugs under Medicare than we are under the VA because of this law that prevents Medicare from negotiating the best available price. There's no reason to do this beside the fact that the drug companies lobbied for it. And that's just wrong. It's wrong that Americans, citizens, should have to pay more for prescription drugs because drug companies are spending billions of dollars lobbying for it. It's wrong when you're paying record prices so they can make record profits. And that's something that we're going to have to change. So I hope that all of you agree with me that this is something that we can easily deal with. And the next president has, I think, a moral obligation to deal with it. So we've put forward a plan that says, as part of our overall health care plan to provide health care coverage to all Americans, that with respect to prescription drugs and those who use them in particular, we are going to allow them to negotiate for the cheapest available price through Medicare. That's going to be one of my top priorities when I become President of the United States.